You know, I got a comment the other day for connecting too much stuff to my relationships and my past, but screw it! So this reminds me of something I went through, but in a more happy and fantastical way.
Okay,
Like,
tell me.
I find this super relatable because of the thing that I went through, but they are making this very lighthearted for something that is inevitably going to end in some kind of fight because he's dating two different women at the same time.
Yeah.
Like there's the chick he's living with, and there's the chick that he asked to marry him that said, "Oh, do you want a slap in the face?" I guess he's living with Parineeti Chopra, even though it looked like he was just visiting his sister. And then he's also dating Vanneza Kapoor. It's gonna inevitably lead to some kind of major disaster.
Though they're making it out to be very playful. It
Yeah.
just feels like a typical romantic comedy.
Where he's dating two chicks, neither of whom want to be committed.
Can't let commitment hold you down.
SHUDDH DESI romance. What does that mean? SHUDDH DESI. Let's look that up.
Probably does mean something regarding cheating, right?
Pure Indian.
Oh. I wasn't expecting that.
That's an interesting title to put on it.
Pure Indian romance. Is that a pure Indian romance?
I don't.
Is it though?
I don't think so. I think it's a title that's being kind of ironic. So here's what I went through. I was dating a girl, let's call her Clarissa. Which is so not her name.
Clarissa.
So there's Clarissa, and I had just started dating her. But we were going through like this rough area because she didn't want to be my girlfriend. She just wanted to keep things casual in the beginning. And I was just like, all right, I'm the one who wanted commitment and she was not ready to commit. I'm like,
okay.
Fine. I already knew that I liked her and wanted a relationship, but she wasn't willing to commit. And then I ran into this girl, this woman that I met 6 months back that I worked with on a shoot, who was formerly married to a celebrity. I won't say the celebrity's names. Let's call that woman Jennifer. So there's Clarissa and Jennifer. You all with me so far? So Jennifer is the cougar, the MILF, and Clarissa is the person who's closer to my age that doesn't want to date me. So I end up having an interest in Jennifer because she's like giving me the signals and whatnot. And neither one of them wanted to be my girlfriend. They just wanted to hang out. They just wanted to hang out, and I was like really frustrated. I'm like, can I get a commitment somewhere? But Jennifer was like, I just got divorced and it's hitting the papers right now. I'm getting a lot of phone calls because I have to deal with this in the public eye. So I cannot just say that you're my boyfriend. I'm like, I get it. You know, Clarissa, I don't know what her problem was, but I had to like literally convince her that we were in a relationship. And so eventually it all just kind of blew up. I felt bad. I felt bad the whole time because I'm dating two different women. The only time I ever did that in my life where I was like dating two different women and they didn't know about it. Neither one of them wanted to commit, and yet both of them were like, you better not be sleeping with anyone else. I was like, bitch, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you tell me what not to do when you won't even, like, you don't want to commit to me?
Yeah.
So that's the rule. If you're not committed, you're a free agent.
I completely agree, though. I think if you are in any kind of romantic relationship, regardless of if it's committed or not, communication is key. You know what I mean?
I communicated I wanted commitment and they didn't want it. This is a lifestyle I abandoned though, just so you guys know. I abandoned this lifestyle years ago. So you can judge me all you want, but it's not something I do anymore. But that's why this reminds me of that, where he's like trying to get a commitment from someone. Neither one of them want commitment. They both want a casual thing. This is what it appears to be. And eventually it's gonna blow up. It's gonna be really bad.
Well, I also think you only want something casual or non-committed for so long. Like, that's why I feel like in this movie, what I could see happening is it ending up being that both of them want something more and then he has to pick. But then they find out and then it ultimately blows up in his face. But he seems happy-go-lucky. He's like, I got my two women, everything's all good, having fun with her in the park, got a proposal, life is good.
She rejected his proposal though.
It was kind of like a playful rejection. It was like I'm gonna slap you in the face, but like, haha, let's go get married.
It didn't look like they were actually gonna get married. IMDb says a romantic comedy which tells the journey of three restless young people who junk society's syllabus for finding love and decide to follow their heart. It didn't seem like he was just content with fooling around. It seemed like he genuinely wanted something more, and he just wasn't able to get it from either of these two people.
But it seems like he is kind of getting more, aside from like the actual label itself. These are things you do with someone you're in a relationship with. The amount of time he's spending with someone, he's living with one of them. I mean, that's not just casual dating.
For those of you guys who are interested in what happened with that story with Jennifer and Clarissa, are you interested?
I am, I want to know.
Okay, so I thought things were over with Clarissa. Like, we had this big fight and we stopped talking for like a week. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just dating Jennifer now. And then I get an email from Clarissa going, so I really want to work this out. I want to have something more.
Oh no.
And she wrote me this poem.
Oh no.
I felt so bad. So Jennifer convinced me to tell her what was going on. At the time, I was more vulnerable to stupidity. This is before I learned that you never tell the truth. This is before I learned that you lie.
What did you say?
And so I went to Clarissa's place. I knocked on the door. I had her come out to my car, and I told her what was going on. I told her that I was just spending time with Jennifer, and she like started bawling, and she hated me, and I was apologizing for like 3 months to get her back. And eventually it worked out where we were living together, only to have that come up all the time. Anytime I was in the right with an argument, she would go, "Well, you slept with Jennifer." Like, it didn't matter what the argument was about. We could be talking about noodles or forks. And then if I was right about the Coca-Cola can that she left out, she'd be like, "Well, you slept with Jennifer." Automatically.
Can't say
Like,
anything.
yeah.
You lost that argument forever.
Never tell the truth. Just don't cheat or leave.
Such a role model.
Yeah.